Welcome to today's video, everybody. We're about to get stuck into the S15 and get that thing running again today. But before we do, from when this video goes up, the merch drop should be live. If you're one of the first early couple people, you got about an hour to wait. But still, regardless, if you want some fire merch, head to SAMMIT.net and go get yourself something. But for now, we can talk about the S15 and why this thing's been on jack stands the whole time. As you guys know, this is my Yashio factory spec S15, and we recently did a full engine build on it. We've got HKS forged internals, a nice Garrett G35, and we're yet to really turn this thing up to its full potential. And this thing's been stuck on jack stands for quite a while now while we wait for parts and things like that to come in to get everything resolved. And during that period, we found some other things that I wanted to future-proof that we've fixed up as well. I'm also just tidying up some shortcuts that I took to get this thing, finished and out of Yashio factory so that I wasn't taking up any garage space there for Okachan. So today, my goal is to get this thing running again. It won't be on the ground, unfortunately, which we'll get into in a little bit, but I want the engine and everything running, all the wiring finished for the radiator fans and getting everything into the link ECU and programmed so that the fans turn on when they're supposed to and keep everything nice and cool. And we'll go through a bit of that in detail in a little bit. Also, we need to get the battery relocation finished. So we got to run a positive lead all the way up the front. We're going to do that properly. You can see that's all here in the trunk. The other thing that's here in the trunk that we need to resolve is my quick fuel solution. So this was something that I did as a shortcut to just get this thing running so we could get it out of Yashio factory and test everything, which was I didn't trim the lines and I just kind of left them all there for surge tank stuff and everything that I want to set up. But I've actually decided to just go to a single DW400 in the tank because these S15 tanks don't really have that many issues with surge and things like that. So we should be fine. I don't think the fuel pump's going to starve. We do need to change the fuel pump though to a DW400 instead of a DW300, but that's all pretty easy. That's pretty much my list of things to do today. Wiring, get all that sorted out, fuel pump stuff, listen to this thing roar to life, we'll hear some turbo whistles and stuff like that. And now it's time to talk about the stuff that sucks, that I don't really want to talk about. But I think there's a lesson here, and I think it's a way of me encouraging you guys, because no matter what in life, this is going to happen to you. And I think it's something that happens multiple times in your life. I've had it happen to me a fair few times now, but I'm not going to let it affect me. And I just want to tell you guys the story, I guess. So, as you guys know, we're doing dual calipers in the rear end. We've got 4 Skyline dual pot calipers here. 2 of these need a rebuild. They were really cheap on Yahoo auctions, and the rebuild kits aren't available just yet. Still waiting for Nissan to bring some more in stock. That aside, I actually had another pair, and a friend of mine was in desperate need for a pair, and I offered to give him my pair under the conditions that he was going to buy me a pair on Yahoo auctions, and in a week's time he was going to give them to me because he just needed them right there and then that day to get his car running to make an event. And I was like, sure man, you can have these. I have them, just buy me a pair off Yahoo and that's fine, you don't have to pay me or anything. Anyways, long story short, he ghosted me. It sucks. And these people are out there, so just be careful. But also, there's no point crying over, they're like $200 for a pair of these. It's really not that much money. Yeah, that is kind of a lot, but it's not worth getting upset about, if that makes sense. So it's a crappy thing that happened. Don't ever be that guy. Don't ever do that. I don't think he was ever in any videos, or you guys never met him or anything, but yeah, these things happen, and that's why I'm stuck waiting for another set of rear calipers to come from my S15 so that we can get the rear end together. By the way, Japanese person, so it's kind of rare. I started off on the fuel stuff, and I already got the hat and the screw and stuff off, and I'm gonna go through and pull this all out in a little bit. It's a little bit of an ordeal, so I'm gonna need both hands, and we got a full tank of gas, so yay me, I'm about to be elbow deep in it. But if you guys remember, I talked about how there was a smell of gas sometimes coming in. I thought it was like a venting issue or something. Well, it turns out all of that was fine. There was no leaks anywhere. Looks like it was just this. Now, I don't know if like when I placed it in, it got caught or something, but it looks like it got sliced. Like, I don't know if it just perished and did that or what, but I'm going to order a new one from Nissan, but I really want to try and get this thing together today, and I have a plan B, I think. Now, I wasn't planning on showing you guys this for a while because this is R32 stuff, and we're still waiting for other parts to arrive to get, the bodywork finished with the car. Don't look at the hood up there, please. Top secret. But I think this tank, yes it does, has its OEM fuel hat still in here, which, oh my gosh. which should be the same seal, by the looks of it, it is, that the S15 uses. Now, if this one's in good condition, we'll be able to use this one for now. If it's the same size. Oh, it's loose. I like that. I like that. Hey, yo, look at that. We in business, boys. Looks like we got a freshie here. Nice. So that was a little bit of an ordeal, but I got everything out. These new style tanks are actually awesome. So this is, I guess, how they replaced, we have the old S13 one here, and you can see here, like there's that metal cage there. So this is what they did. The tank is literally identical, but they use this kind of plastic, what's it called? Like, it's like a little surge tank in there just to stop starvation. And this thing is awesome. Like, it comes off in one piece, just clips off with two little tabs on the back here. And this just pops off like this. And then the fuel pump like perfectly sits in here, and the return comes down the bottom there. And obviously you've got gas coming in from all directions still, like from the top and everything. And it's like its own little tiny surge tank. Super cool, super easy to replace this little pump here. That's awesome. And I'm not sure if the 32 GTRs have this same system, but that's really cool. And yeah, this tank literally goes in the S chassis. You just need that GTR filler neck. I will test with the Stagia filler neck, but there's a good chance that may work. But yeah, upgraded plastic one. Now, what we opened this for was for this guy. I have a hunch it's going to be the same, but I'm also worried that it won't be. It does look like there's a bit of a size difference here. Huh. Like it kind of, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Maybe this one's swollen. This does look a little, it's about the same size. It's just like, looks a tiny bit smaller. It might work. We'll see if it fits in the top of the tank nice. If it fits in the top of the tank, we're good. I'm pretty sure these are the same size. I'll check that this like screw cap is the same. But yeah, hopefully, oh, hang on, they have a part number on the inside of the rubber I think I can cross-reference with. 7342 79900. 79900. Oh, so this is just swollen. Okay, there you go. Same identical part number. So we can use this one for now. Wow, look at the sizing difference there, guys. This is just swollen. Jeez. Okay. Well, we got this to use for now in the S15. I'm still going to order some new ones of these. I'm going to keep a couple spare because these do fail a lot actually, and it'll be good to just have one on hand. Got the fuel assembly out of the fuel tank in the Silvia, and we've got two very important things here from Dishworks. This one being the Silvia fitting kit. This is really important because you need this sock, which I made the mistake on with this one, but that's okay, we'll talk about it in a little bit, and a new DW400 pump. And this thing, she's a big girl. She handles a lot, 415 liter per hour at 40 PSI. And look at the size comparison there. That's a DW300, that's a DW400. Big boy. That, you know, the guy you're worried about. Yeah, you got that? Did I butcher that? I don't know. Anyways, so it's pretty straightforward with the radium fuel hat setup here. We can do a dual pump setup, but the DW400 is more than enough for what I'm going to need in the Silvia, especially for making 500 horsepower. DW400 will do that all day, especially with the right wiring harness that we have as well, which we'll be using from Dishworks too. But that aside, very straightforward. We're going to undo these two hose clamps. We're going to slip this pump out. We're going to slip the new boy in, and then we're ready to party. Time for an update, and I've got everything done with the fuel hat, everything back together, and that I guess that rubber seal was exactly the same. It was identical, so everything went in there really, really nice. This is ready for me to bolt back down now. See the Dishworks fuel pump harness here. This sheathing is really, really nice. I love that. And then the only two wires that come from the OEM harness are the ones for the level sender. But that's pretty much it. I've got a bunch more wiring to get done. You can see I've got a whole bunch of stuff out. For the fuel pump, it definitely took a lot longer than expected. I fell down the rabbit hole with it. Long story short, but I decided to reroute how the fuel lines were run up into the top of the tank. So I ended up pulling the lines out, then rerunning them, and then, you know, trimming them, adding the AN fittings and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, like, this looks so good with the radium right angle fittings. So awesome. Nothing hits against this. I can have this fully sealed, which is awesome. No like extra noise or smoke's going to come into the cabin from it. So I think we lucked out there. So a bit more time has gone past, and I know I said I wanted to get the car running today, but like normal Sam, I fell down the rabbit hole with the whole gas line stuff. and time has flown by. It's like 8:30, and your boy Walter's rocked up with the Voxy, the sexy Voxy. That's all I can think of when I see that. Hey man.
How you doing?
Dude, you did your hair and everything for me. Thanks, dude.
Looking handsome for you. You got my nice jacket.
We're gonna cruise out to Daikoku. There's a whole bunch of friends there, so we're gonna go hang out. But I hope you guys don't mind. And I know it feels like content's been stale, and trust me, there's big things coming, and it'll all make sense why things have been so hectic and not much content has been happening, if that makes sense, when all of this happens. All I'm gonna say is December is gonna be the biggest month in probably the last 2-3 years. It's a big things. That's all I'll say. But anyways, let's get to Daikoku and have some fun. We're just rolling into the PA now. Let's see what we got here tonight. Oh, it is packed. Absolutely packed. Yo, Witasha, K-car, let's go. Oh, hell yeah, let's find a park real quick. Let's get in there. Hey! Why are you sleeping in the trunk? She's literally in pajama de show. Oh, Yasumi nasai. Bye bye. Paul Walker's car has a Japanese girl in the back. Robbie, I didn't know old people still came to Daikoku.
I can't see, it's too dark.
I was just saying to Walter, I better go see Robbie before it's past his bedtime.
No, I know. I'm about to leave soon. It is. It's hard
This
to
vlogception going on.
Old.
Make sure you guys check out Robbie. Link in the description.
Yeah,
love
you
this
guys already
dude.
know who this guy
That's crazy.
Walter's never had a banana hot chocolate from this machine. I'm blowing his mind right now.
It's singing to us.
Yeah, and look, you can watch it all being made live. That's literally live. When it opens up down there, have a look.
Goes down. Oh, you're getting the cocoa right there.
Yeah, man. And then here comes the lid. Look at this. Lid going down.
They even go like with
Yeah.
like they got 7 different camera positions.
Yeah, man. It's more sophisticated than a Twitch streamer. Wait for it, here it comes, here it comes. And if you look up in there, you can see everything you just saw in there. See?
What?
Isn't that trippy up in there? See everything you just saw? That's literally it.
It doesn't even look like that fancy.
No, it's not.
Good cinematography.
For the first time, I thought it was all like just like the same
Just
clip.
someone doing it for
Yeah. But then I realized it's actually legit. So I'm just chilling with Walter and Walter's friend Angelo here.
Hello.
And Angelo has created probably, I think, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's a Frankenstein, right?
It's definitely a Frankenstein.
Okay, and I've seen this on the internet. Some people were a little offended. Some people loved it. But the best thing is these chassis, like the G35, is totally the new S chassis. Like, it's that cheap, decent power, easy, like, aftermarket bolt-ons that you can drift and start having fun with, right?
One of the only affordable options.
With nothing more than GK Tech.
Yeah, cheap bolt-on stuff, and you can shred them, right? Just straight out of the gate. But what I love is you combine the older S chassis with the newer S chassis. And this thing, like, it just works, man. Like, if you look really carefully, you can kind of see a few things that are kind of, you know, like that make it obvious. But G35 Skyline, right?
Yep. So it's funny because I planned it. I saw my friend's 6-speed G35 sedan 13 years ago and actually thought about putting an S14 face on it. So this has been a 13-year
in the making.
idea.
Wow, that's actually super cool.
13 years, and then finally I got one. I was like, I told the guy, I was like, I'm doing an S14 front end. Thought I was crazy, and I did it.
It looks great. I also love that it's like kind of Ebisu spec. It's a bit high off the ground, but everyone who's in Japan and lives on base knows that that's because of the spikes at the gate.
The spikes.
The spikes.
If I could lower it more, I would.
Yeah, right now they just installed like new spikes that are even worse than the older ones. So everyone's just got their cars up super high so they don't get stuck on them. But yeah, Angelo, tell me a little bit about these fenders, because obviously you didn't just go to like Origin and buy fiberglass fenders, right?
Most people who know me know I'm cheap. I have to do everything myself to save money.
At least he's honest.
I'm very cheap. Even painting the car, I asked my buddy, teach me how to do it. He showed me a quick.
Oh, so you painted this yourself?
I painted myself too. That's why it looks like shit up close.
Oh, okay.
Really close.
Yeah, there's just a bit of orange peel there, man. That's not that bad.
Yeah, I think I can wet sand that off.
I think that looks better than what I could ever do.
Hey,
I'm not a
man,
painter.
you'd be surprised what anyone can do.
That's
when
true.
They put their minds to it. All I did was cut off S14 metal fender.
Yep.
Before I had the fiberglass one, but the shape was just way off.
Okay.
So I cut off. I found one at Up Garage for 15 bucks for a pair.
Oh, when?
They were super crunchy.
Okay.
I just had to straighten them up with a Haber and dolly.
Nice.
I cut them off, and I put panel bond, welded it, and then this section right here is nothing but carbon putty.
Oh, really?
And then this right here I had to make custom.
So the fender, the S14 fender, where does it start over here? Like here?
Yep, it starts right here.
Yep.
It goes over
Yep.
like this.
Ah.
I had to cut all
Yep.
the section off and make this myself
Okay.
because it stops a little high.
Yep.
So I had to make everything from scratch.
Okay, that's very similar
section
to
at least.
how my Skyline, the 33.4 is made,
Mhm.
because I have metal fenders too.
Yeah.
My only advice is don't crash your car,
Yeah, I know.
because it is the worst to try and get those fenders rebuilt.
I'm debating trying to get these molded.
Mm.
That was an idea before, but
I would highly recommend you get these molded.
I like being one off.
Yeah, that is true. It's unique. No one else has done it, so.
Like this lip alone took me a whole week just to make.
Oh, wow. What was that initially from the like any other car or?
No, so this lower half
Yeah.
is the part of the Euros bumper.
Oh, wow.
So I cut it off, and then this whole section's just me laying fiberglass. Before it was cardboard underneath,
Oh.
and I just rubbed Vaseline on it to keep
Yep.
the fiberglass from sticking, and then just pulled the mold off and been sanding away and adding a little bit of carbon putty. It's heavy. That's why I
Wow.
want to get everything molded as
Yeah, that's a good idea. So the hood is just normal S14 hood?
normal S14 hood.
No clearance issues with like the engine or anything?
Clearance issue, and then just a bracket on this factory.
Oh yeah, to bring it down, I guess, right?
Yep,
Okay.
just right there.
Oh yeah, I see. It looks so good. Like, I mean, you've got a little bit of a line here, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess these are D-Max S14 lights?
D-Max S14 headlights, and I like to keep. I don't know, like I was gonna fix all of this.
Hmm.
I was like, man, if I do that, I'm not gonna drift it as hard as I would want to.
So is it a
I'm too worried.
dedicated drift car then?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I like that. That's sick, man. So, engine, is it just a DE?
So bone stock.
Bone
intake
stock.
And a muffler tip.
Yeah.
It does the job.
Yeah.
It's got plenty of power, plenty of torque, equal horsepower. All that's really important is the suspension, the tires. Good
Yep.
front tires, I think. But right now I've got terrible front tires. I'll swap them out.
That's cool, man. Dude, I love it. Like, I love it so much just because it's so unique and no one's done it yet. And it's a G35. Like, it's just so good.
This was the biggest pain to make.
Oh, this bumper? Oh, it's like a lip that you've put on, like an extension.
Yeah. It's off of so the aero kit, this is off of a JZX 100 Mark II.
Oh, wow.
I had to modify it to fit, swap the exhaust onto the other side.
Oh, yeah, true.
The side skirt had to be extended, but this had to be shortened.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks so good.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Dude, Angelo, I'm sure if you mold these, people are gonna want them. Like,
I know.
just because like the G35, like there's a guy at Ebisu Circuit who has a G35 Skyline that drifts it. He didn't like the front end, so he put a Prius front end on it because that looked cooler as a joke. And
I mean, I can't hate. It might look good.
right? It's awesome. Anyways, Angelo, thank you for showing me your car, man.
Sure, man.
It's definitely one of a kind. It's gonna hurt people on the internet, but I love that. Sick car.
Hey, I didn't build it for them. I built it for myself.
That's right. And if everyone could take a note from that, please do. Thanks, mate.
Hey.
Let's bring Underglow back, boys. Come on. Even though it's a Mitsubishi Colt, the fact that it still has Underglow.
Any Colt, bro.
It's not?
just any Colt, bro. It's a Colt Radiat version R.
Okay. All right. It's still a small Colt.
Come on, man. That's
I'm
a cool
offending
JDM
Masa.
car now. That's a cool JDM car now.
Some of you, yeah, it's cheap and affordable. That's why.
Yeah, right.
Some of you guys remember Masa.
Hey guys, I'm back.
He's
I'm
back. Yeah, he's no longer in Osaka. He's got a new job up here.
Yep.
But check it out, man. So many awesome friends here tonight. I'm catching up with a lot of people.
Me too.
It's good.
It's good to see you again. Man.
Yeah, it is.
Good
It
to see you
is.
again.
Fist bump. Let's go. Dude, what is this Ferrari?
Yeah, it is Ferrari.
A70? What would you prefer? A70 Super or this Ferrari? Don't even think about the monetary value. Just which car would you prefer to drive?
A70.
My man. Another one for you. This thing just dosed or bobbed me and it has a supercharger and it is purple. This is totally what May would want for a LZ. This thing is nice. Oh, very nice. Oh, May's gonna watch this later and go, Sam, can we paint the Z? Man, that is a nice crown. Nice Majesta. This is sick. So some Civics rolling. Whoa, this guy's driving the wrong way. All right, just drive the G-Wagon the complete wrong way up the road, buddy. This is sick. Some nice Hondas rolled in. I don't think they're part of No Good Racing, but they definitely have straight pipes on these things and they look sick. They got Yotaro Racing down the side. Love it. Got Ichi Civic here in the front and an EF behind. Super clean, very cool. I miss Sid the CD Civic in Australia. Plates are like twisted up so you can't see them. They're definitely probably running like C1 and stuff like that. Super clean and cool. Oh my god, my ears. Makes some noise. Oh, this other guy's about to start his up too. So cool.
Like a different thing here, maybe? Maybe it's just...
Dude, I want to hear the EG. See that, guys? Plates bent all the way up. See what this one sounds like. So loud. I just realized there's a truck on a truck and then a car on top of the truck and truck. Huh. Well, that was a pretty nice treat to see the two Hondas up there. I think... Oh no. Oh no. I'm not a Japanese race car girl. You should have been coming for me. Okay.
Any car girls?
Not that I know. I think there's one over there next to the 34. Go talk to Emmy-chan. I'm sure she'll give. So like I was saying, real treat to see those Hondas there. It's interesting. A lot more like streeter kind of activity cars have been appearing recently at Daikoku, especially on Friday nights. Going back about a year ago, it was very, very rare. Even before COVID, it was kind of very, very rare. But I'm not really surprised that there's a lot more of an increase in that kind of stuff and activities these days. People definitely had a lot more time on hands, and now that all the lockdowns are over, I think a lot of people just have been itching to get out and have some fun. So I'm kind of really surprised. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Smash that like button, write a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.